A week or so ago I received an email from Ivan, who has a new project on Kickstarter, and he asked me if I'd like to go over there and take a look at it and give him my opinion. Now, as you guys know, I really like gadgets and gizmos, so I went over to Kickstarter, and there's this little fellow here. He calls it the Keymaster, and it is made out of Type 5 titanium. So I took a look at the specs and the pictures and the video over there, and I thought, yeah, that looks interesting. So I sent him an email back, and I asked him if he had a sample that he could send out to me. About a week later, this little fellow turned up in the post for me. It is actually made from Type 5 titanium, and this here is a pre-production sample, so it's a little rough around the edges. You can see you can probably see here the screwdriver pry bar cutting tip here is a little unevenly machined. It's probably been filed out, but I expect the fully production item to be, you know, a little bit better just here. Here is his timeline. He's currently looking for backing. When he gets the backing, it will go into production, as you can see here, and then he will be selling them. It's quite a lightweight little item. It doesn't weigh a lot at all. You could very easily carry this little fellow on your keyring, very easily, because it's, as I say, it's like, you know, titanium, so it's lightweight and strong. What do we have here? You can use this for scraping, you know, like your scratch cards. We have a bottle opener here, screwdriver, pry bar, package opener, etc. And we have a little hex drive here, and you can drive standard 1/4" bits. Here is a list of everything that it can do as per the Kickstarter website. I'll put you links to the Kickstarter, the page, down in the descriptive text below, so that you guys can go along and take a look. And hopefully, if you wish to back it, please do so. I'm quite excited by the little product. I like gadgets and gizmos, and I'm sure if you guys like gadgets and gizmos, you know, you'll like it too, and hopefully we'll back it. I'm giving it my backing via this review, guys. What I'm going to do is we'll take it down to the workshop. We'll give it a thorough working out and see exactly what we can do with it. So let's do that. Okay guys, so here we are with the Keymaster in the workshop. One of the things that it can do is to open packaging. So what I've got here is some packaging to open. Let's give it a go. We'll give it a go on the tape first. Okay. Oops, so it can definitely open packaging, the tape that is. What's it like on cardboard then? Yes, it can do a fairly decent job on a bit of cardboard too, guys, so let's chuck that down there. The other thing it can do is that we can use it as a pry bar. So this can of paint here has been in the workshop here for quite some time, unopened, since Mrs Rathbone left it in here. Let's give it a go. Oh, there we go. That didn't take too much effort, did it? Pretty good. Bright yellow paint. Okay, so I've got a couple of screws here. This is a slotted head one, and as you can see is a perfect fit for the screwdriver head. This is a rather large Phillips screw, so we'll see if it can screw that into this piece of wood as well. But first off, we'll start with the smaller screw here. So just make a little hole for it. Doesn't need much of a hole. There we go. Pop it in. Get it started. Get the Keymaster and drive it home. Oops. There we go. Obviously you can use it for other screws than just wood screws. You can use it on a machine screw. You know, if you're taking like a remote control vehicle apart or whatever you want to work on. As you can see, it seems to be driving this screw into the wood quite nicely, quite easily. No problem at all. Like so. There we go. Oops. If I can keep it in the slot, there we are. My old eyes aren't what they used to be, guys. I should have my glasses on really. But there we go. That's nicely into the wood then. Up next is the larger Phillips style screw. Make a fresh hole just about there for it. Pop it in. Right, there we go. Give it a go. Because as you can see, this pry bar stroke screwdriver fits both slotted and Phillips screws. It appears to find it quite easy to put a large screw in as well into the wood by the looks of it, guys. No problems at all. Yes, it's coping with it quite well actually. I think my fingers are going to give out before that, but you have got this nice ring here to use as a handle. You can get a bit more leverage going on there. That's gone, it's getting quite tight now. What can we do with this? I have a collection of 1/4 inch screwdriver bits here. Let's take one out at random, this one here, and you will see it fits quite nicely into the keymaster, so we can use it to drive some other sizes of screws. Let's give the screw that we were using a few moments ago, make a fresh hole just there, pop the screw in, put the bit back into the keymaster. As you can see, there we go, and it makes it a T-handle screwdriver. In fact, it's makes it very easy to drive a screw into the piece of wood. So if you carry a set of screwdriver bits around with you, you can put some larger screws in there as well, guys. And what if you just happen to have one of these socket adapters here? Well, guess what? That will also fit into the keymaster too. So it allows us to use sockets. How successfully? Let's give it a go. Right then, so I have this M6 nut and bolts going on here. Here is the keymaster with a socket on there, on my adapter here. Pop it on. How tight can we do this socket up then? Can we get much leverage on it? Give it a go. Yep, I can get a fair amount on there. Obviously you're not going to be able to fix your car with it, service your car with it, but if you needed to, there we go. It's got a fair amount of torque on there. As you can see, it's left a mark on my finger, so I've been applying a fair amount of pressure, and that nut is not coming undone now. So we can get it undone with the tool again. Blimey, yeah, who tightened that up? Hang on. Oh, blimey, there we go, that's done it. Obviously it's not the most comfortable thing to use, but you can nonetheless do up a nut and bolt with the keymaster. Okay, so far the little keymaster here has proved to be quite versatile. I haven't managed to damage it in any way at all. It could put screws in for us, it's done a nut and bolt up for us. What else can you use this thing for? Okay then, so here we have a bottle opener, and you can use this ring here for your scratch cards. If you like doing scratch cards like Mrs Rathbone and I do, you can use it for that too. In fact, what I'll do is I'll hand it over to Mrs Rathbone, and she can have a go at a scratch card, because we have some scratch cards this Saturday. As of every Saturday, we enjoy a nice little scratch card, see if we can win some money, and then she can try and open a bottle with the bottle opener. So Mrs Rathbone, if you're ready.
I've been sent this one in. It's a pre-production model. Let's give it a go.
Do you think it might be easy with a keyring attached to it?
I don't know, but it's digging into my fingers for a start.
It might be easy with a keyring attached to it actually, for that extra leverage.
Yeah, maybe. I'm not going to get the leverage like that, so it's not working. No, I can't do it.
Can't do it? No. Do you want me to have a go?
Can do.
Alright. Alright then guys, so I'll give it a go now then, because Mrs Rathbone can't get it for some reason or another. Let's have a look. Oh, hang on, wait a minute.
Yeah.
There we go. I think she'd weakened it a little bit, hadn't you, dear?
Yeah, I've done most of the work.
Yeah. But there we go. It's not. I didn't find it too bad to get it off with, but then again, probably I've got a little more strength in my hands, my great big fat hands here.
Yeah, it's digging into my fingers. It's not. It's quite sharp around there. It needs to be thicker, and it needs to be more sort of rounded off. That would help.
Yeah, this is a pre-production model though, dear.
Yeah, I know, but I'm just saying. Then
yeah.
That is the fault of it, isn't it? For my fingers, anyway. It's just look. It's all digging into my fingers.
Yeah. What about? Could you use it as a scratch card thing? Do you suppose?
Yes, I'm sure it would work for that on the end.
Okay then.
There.
Let's give it a go then. Oh, diamond. £2 then straight away. Oh, and a winner on that one too. That's good. Okay then, so thank you very much for your valuable input, Mrs Rathbone. As I say, this is a pre-production model, so it is probably a little, rough around the edges. I'm sure the production model will be a little bit better than this, but as I say, I think this is something that Ivan has got out for me specially. Thank you very much, Ivan. I hope you like Mrs Rathbone's input here. I quite like the little thing. It's quite an interesting design, as you can see. Gives you a nice bit of leverage for opening bottles. The other thing is with Mrs Rathbone, she has some unusual problem with her hands, and that she can, hurt herself quite badly, even not doing a great deal. She, has like bruised fingers, bleeding and all sorts. I don't know what the problem is there, but she does have strange hands, poor girl. She's always had hands like that. Alrighty then, guys. So I'm sure Ivan would like to hear your input and feedback on this interesting little multi-tool. I quite like it. As I say, this is a pre-production model. I quite like it. The chances are I shall probably be carrying it in my E.D.C kit or on my keyring. Thank you very much to Ivan for sending it in, taking the time to make one specially for me. Yes, so okay guys, so if you wish to back this little project, I'll put you a link to the Kickstarter page down below in the descriptive text. Please go along, see what you think. If you're interested, please feel free to back the project. If you like this sort of thing, I do. I like little gadgets. You've got, as you can see, I've got quite a few of this sort of thing on my channel already. But so I would like to thank Ivan for reaching out to me on this little project of his. As I say, he will be interested in your feedback, so please feel free to do so in the comments down below, please, as per usual. Comments and questions down below, please. I'll try my best to get back to you. I am rather busy though. Sometimes, I do miss your comments, but I try to read every one and get back to you. Alright then, so please let me know and Ivan know what you think of this little gadget. Quite a handy little thing, I think. It has handled my tests quite well. There's no damage to the tip, as you can see here. No damage to anything on it actually. Mrs Rathbone didn't manage to break it either, so it's quite a tough little thing. Type 5 titanium is what it's made from. Go along and back it, guys. It's got my thumbs up. Mrs Rathbone, she likes it for the scratching of the doing scratch cards with. She did struggle with a bottle, but I had no problems. But then again, she'd almost opened the bottle anyway, I do believe. Okay guys, let us know what you think. Thanks for watching. Please go along to the Kickstarter page. If you like it, back it. Alright guys, thanks for watching, and I will catch you back here at Rathbone Manor in the very near future then. Laters!